Ball team, Bell's soccer team, and Rams baseball team all picked up wins. It's all coming up on Season Pass.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Welcome into Season Pass After Dark. I'm Matt Locke filling in for Ryan Reynolds, and this is my first time hosting the show in this new studio, and I gotta say, this is a nice little upgrade. We've got a full recap tonight on the week that was in the Concho Valley Athletics. Thank you for tuning in so late. If you are watching, if you're watching online, welcome. It's been really 2 years since we've been at this point where high school baseball and softball teams are in district play trying to finalize playoff qualifiers. We go to the second home game of the season for the Wall baseball team, taking on number 2 Jim Ned in 6-3A. The Hawks threw a combined no-hitter against Grape Creek last Tuesday. Austin Williams coming out in a rhythm. Fields one right back to him. The toss to first will end the inning. We were scoreless until the top of the third. Carson Perez hits one back up the middle into center field. He's on safely with a single, but he's not going to be on first base for very long. Cade Frazier slapping one off the wall in center field. Perez is going to score. Jim Ned goes on top 1-0. A few batters later, key moment here. Troy Duran gets a hold of one and sends it to deep left center. That's a 2-run shot. It makes it 3-0 Indians. They would continue to cruise, and the second-ranked Jim Ned Indians get the win over the Hawks, 7-0, the final score. Then a battle on the softball diamond in 6-3A. The Wall Lady Hawks hosting Jim Ned, and the Indians got off to a fast start in the first. Cambry Smoot, a sacrifice fly. That brings home Keely Stockton. Lady Indians up 2-0. In the second, Hannah Jones drives that one to left. That brings home Claire Cooley and Presley Gwynn. Make it 4-0. To the fourth, Jones slapping one past second. Kylie Gwynn touches home. Jim Ned is up 5-0. Still in the fourth inning, Cody Goolsby sends a double out to left center. Presley Gwynn scores, make it 9-0. Indians scored a total of 6 runs in just the fourth inning. Lady Hawks were able to get out of it, but they still end up with the loss, 10-4, the final score. High school baseball, Central looking to avoid a 3-game sweep against Midland High. The Bulldogs won Tuesday and Thursday, and just like those 2 games, they got on the board first. Top of the second, Caleb Floyd hits into a double play. Central only gets 1 out at second, and Midland gets on the board. Pierce Mackey scores, 1-0 Bulldogs. Central would quickly battle back in the bottom half. 2 on for Jacob Charles. He singles to left. Thomas Obermiller scores. We've got a 1-1 ball game. This one, not done. Midland High putting Central on the ropes in the top of the fourth. Landry Walls slaps one into left. That brings in Colby Chandler. Make it 2-1, Bulldogs on top. A few batters later, they're going to add some more. Floyd again comes through with runners on base, hits it to center. Dax Patton scores. The Bulldogs trailed 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th, but added 3 runs to make it 5-4. Ryan Raymond hitting the walk-off single to right. The win snaps a 4-game losing streak for Central. Lakeview hosting Sweetwater in District 3-4A. The Chiefs up 8 in the bottom of the top of the 4th. Sweetwater starting to chip away at it. A.J. Ferguson flies out to center. Jake McCoy scores on the sacrifice. Mustangs pull within 4. Bottom of the frame. Lakeview gets some of them back. Wyatt Henry drives one to right. The fielder misplays it. That allows Gary Cruz to score. 9-4. The Chiefs are now on top. A few batters later, Brandon Herrera pushes one past the shortstop. That's a double. Jason Anderson and Nicholas Bustamante touch home to give Lakeview an 11-4 lead. They weren't done there. Joseph Coffrin's turn. Slabs that one to third. Ball's overthrown. Jacob Chapa scores on the error. Lakeview, a 9-run lead. Sweetwater made it interesting. Mustangs pulled within 4 again, but Lakeview shuts down the comeback bid. They take it 14-10. All 4 soccer teams between Central and Lakeview High School qualify for this year's UIL playoffs. All 4 matches are set. Well, 3 matches are set. Official information not done because seeding isn't done. The Central Lady Cats have the 2 seed out of District 2-6A. That we know. Permian are your district champs. Friendship in third. Midland Lee in fourth. Central will face El Paso Montwood, the third-place finishers in District 1. Date, time, and location still to be determined. The Bobcats are your third-place finishers on the boys' side of District 2-6A. Midland takes your district crown, Friendship in second, and Odessa High in fourth. The Bobcats will also face El Paso Montwood, who finished second in District 1 on the boys' side. The Bobcats will travel to Socorro ISD Student Activities Complex on Thursday. Kickoff at 5:30 Central Time. The Lakeview Maidens will play playoff soccer. However, their seed is not yet determined. They will play Lubbock Estacado for a third time this season, this time in a seeding game. That match is set for Tuesday at Snyder at a neutral site. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock from Tiger Stadium. The winner gets the 1 seed. The loser gets the 2. Well, the Chiefs earned the 2 seed in 3-4A after beating Lubbock Estacado in a seeding game, round 4 between the Chiefs and the Matadors. The Chiefs will take on Graham in the first round. The Steers finish third in District 4. They will play at Shotwell Stadium in Abilene on Friday, March 26th at 3 o'clock. Coming up in Season Pass, we'll take a look at the Angelo State Bells and the soccer team entering the week. We've got highlights coming up next.
University Heating and Cooling has been keeping San Angelo comfortable for 21 years. We install the latest Energy Star systems, proudly offering Trane America's most trusted HVAC system. And at University Heating and Cooling, all homeowners are pre-approved for financing with payments as low as $99 a month. Don't let your credit score stand in the way of comfort. Apply for our in-house financing at universityac.com. Like us on Facebook or call us today at 325-450-0481.
Butterfly shrimp is back at Golden Chick.
It's so crunchy. It's very delicious.
It's nice and crispy.
That is a big old piece of shrimp, right? Straining your arm to hold up that much shrimp.
No.
Yeah.
Golden Chick. The shrimp's so good you'll kiss it.
A stroke or brain attack is one of the leading causes of death, but it is the #1 cause of disability.
I remember thinking, this can't be happening to me. I'm not having a TIA. I'm not having a stroke. I'm 45. I know what I'm doing. I can't be having a stroke. Looking back on it now, as soon as I had those first symptoms, I would have called 911 immediately. Time is everything.
Major symptoms of stroke appear suddenly. It helps to remember these fast tips.
Baseball, golf ball, grape, or pea size. They all mean one thing at Jim Bass. A hail sale. Jim Bass and Mother Nature have come together again to offer huge savings on cars and trucks. Now is the perfect time to get that brand new vehicle you've been looking for. Because of a little hail, you can save thousands. Don't miss our 2021 hail sale going on now. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Right here in our hands, we have the power to save a life. If you see a teen or adult suddenly collapse, call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of the chest.
The power is in your hands.
Welcome back to Season Pass After Dark. I'm Matt Locke, filling in for Ryan Reynolds. The 15th-ranked Angelo State Bells soccer team was 4-0 entering this week. They knocked off St. Edward's and Lubbock Christian in non-conference play to start the season, and then beat those two again, this time in conference play. This week, the Bells took that unbeaten record on the road to face St. Mary's in San Antonio. Valerie Solis scored unassisted in the first half, but the Rattlers responded. This one would go to overtime, where Avery McNamee would send one across into the box to the feet of Cindy Rodriguez, and she scores to give the Bells the 2-1 win in overtime on Coach McCorkle's birthday. The Bells now sit at 5-0 on the season. And for the Bells soccer team coming into this weekend, the 24th-ranked softball team won 3 of their last 4, and they had the hitter of the week in the Lone Star Conference in freshman Madison Fernandez. To follow up last week, the Bells hosted 2 doubleheaders against conference opponents. Angelo State taking on UTPB in Game 1 of Friday's doubleheader. Out in Meyer Field, Genesis Armendariz dealing early, striking out the first batter of the game, and then the next batter up, batter down. Armendariz striking out 2 looking. Bottom of the first, she's going to get some run support. Ashlyn Lerma steals second. Then Courtney Barnhill She gets a blooper over to center. Over the second baseman's head, Lerma comes home to score. Bells take the lead. Back to Armendariz, staying in command the next inning. One Falcon swinging. Then the next batter freezing up yet another. Her 4th strikeout through 5 batters. Angela State goes on to take game 1 with ease. 8-0 the final. So game 2 of the doubleheader immediately after. Pick it up, bottom of the 3rd. Bell's already up 2-0. Madison Fernandez showing off why she's the hitter of the week. Hits that one out to center for a home run. She's going to touch them all. Her 6th of the season. Bell's up 3-0. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Avery Ziegler gets a hold of that one, carrying to the left field wall. No one comes up with it, just misses a home run, but she'll stand on 3rd with a triple. 2 batters later, pitch goes down to the dirt. Ziegler comes home, beats the tag, make it 4-0 Bells. They would go on to get another run rule win, 8-0. The 3rd time they've beaten the Falcons 8-0 this season. They go to 6-4 in conference play. Well, the Bells hosted 2 more this afternoon against Western New Mexico in game 1. More of the same. A run rule victory, 12-2, the final score. So we go to game 2 this afternoon, going for the sweep of the weekend. Starting off in the bottom of the 4th, the Bells had hot bats. Keely Garcia sends a double to right center. Haley Mitchell and Ashton Durner come around to score. 10-0 Bells. Then Jade Strother sends that one to center. That brings in Garcia and Tori Hogan. Angela State, 12-0. Bells still not done. Sticking in the 4th, Hattie Shope taps one to center. She's going to get Malia Burns to move, and then Strother sides safely to score, 13-0. And then the finish, Durner hits a grounder all the way to center. Malia Burns beats the throw home, and that will do it. The 4th run rule victory of the weekend for the Bells. They win it 14-0 in 5 innings. Coming up next in Season Pass, we'll take a look at the 3-game series for the Rams baseball team as they were looking for a sweep of Texas A&M International. More highlights coming up next on Season Pass.
Who likes ordering exactly what they want while saving money?
Everyone.
Suddenlink Business Your Way lets you customize your bundle of 300 meg speed secure internet.
That's fast.
And save when you add smart Wi-Fi, mobile, and premier technical support. It's internet with security built right in for just $84.95 a month for 1 year and a $100 Visa prepaid card on us. Save with your custom bundle of services from Suddenlink Business Your Way.
Serious savings.
Call or visit suddenlinkbusiness.com today.
Welcome to Prestige Med Spa, where you'll find a relaxing atmosphere to unwind and enjoy luxury amenities while receiving an extensive range of aesthetic, laser, and traditional spa treatments. We offer advanced, effective skincare products and treatments using the latest, most innovative technology available. Being one of San Angelo's first medical spas, we take pride in our friendly, professional, and experienced team. Prestige Med Spa, 325-227-4849.
Concierge service, a fancy word. Rick Henry believes in dressing for the job with all the makings of elegance, class, and regal grace. Let Rick Henry's pick up your vehicle, make repairs in a timely fashion, and drop it off at your home or business, all in style. We'll get you back on the road in no time.
Do you even think Rick knows you work on cars all day? Do you even know fashion, girl? Oh no, not you too, Shane.
Hospice services through the West Texas Rehab Center, I think, are the absolute best, and I'll tell you why. Because our staff and physicians are experts at what they do, because what we give to the community is what we get back. We're able to take care of every patient and family. We serve a mission that says we're going to improve quality of life regardless of your ability to pay, and we stand in that.
Welcome back to Season Pass. I'm Matt Locke, filling in for Ryan Reynolds. And what's my first show in this brand new studio? And I gotta say, it looks nice. This weekend, the #1 Angela State Rams hosting A&M International for a 3-game series. Game 1, ASU leading 1-0 after the first, same score in the 6th. The runner on for International, Flores hits a chopper fielded by Baker, who fakes the throw to first, goes home. Jordan Williams gets the tag out to end the inning. Rams offense used that momentum. Bottom 7, Aaron Walters, runner on, singles to left. It's bobbled. That allows Williams to score. Rams now lead it 2-0. Baker came back out in the 7th on fire. Strikes out Buenteo, the catcher. Then gets the put out at first on Holsey, the second baseman. And then strikes out Quiros swinging. Baker went 8 full innings, 0 runs allowed. Bottom 7, Rams offense striking again. Aaron Walters again. This time 2 runners on. He hits one to right. 2 more runs score, make it 4-0. The Rams will put up 6 more in the 8th. They run rule the Dust Devils 10-0 in 8 innings. We go to game 2. Jake Rogers getting his first start of the season for the Rams. Game 2 against the Dust Devils. Angelo State picking up where they left off the night before. Bottom 3rd, Josh Elvire taps it back to the mound. Pitcher can't get it. Kobe Kelton comes across to score. Rams strike first. Rogers, brilliant in his first start, working out of a jam. Picks up one of his 5 Ks on the night. Next batter, Rogers forces a ground ball to second. 2 Dust Devils left stranded in the top of the 4th. He went 5 full, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. The Rams would capitalize in the bottom of the inning. Parker Bramlett ripping one to center. Nick Saginowicz slides home safely. Angelo State takes a 2-0 lead. A few batters later, it's Reese Johnson. He hits one to second. This time the throw is in time, but the throw pulls him off the bag. The Rams add yet another run off the air. Angelo State wins it 13-2 in 8 innings. Saginowicz hit a 3-run home run to trigger that run rule. So game 3, looking to wrap up the series this afternoon. Dust Devils led 8-7 at the end of 2, but then back-to-back double plays. One for the Dust Devils, one for the Rams. Left run stranded, so no score. We go to the 5th. Rams will tie the game up at 8. Thomas Kane, a sacrifice fly to right. Kobe Kelton touches home. That opened up the floodgates. 6th inning. Nick Saginowicz with a runner on, crushes it over the Bug Express sign in left. Elvire scores, make it 10-8 Rams. Next batter. Yes, next batter. Aaron Walters. Walters goes oppo into the Rams bullpen in the left. Back-to-back home runs, 11-8. Same inning. Bases juiced for Josh Elvire. Now serving number 18. I'll have a grand salami. One of their 5 home runs on the afternoon. They get the win 20-8 to finish off the sweep of the Texas A&M Dust Devils. The bracket is set for the Lone Star Conference Volleyball Tournament. The Bells are one of 4 teams that have a 1 seed. They will host at least 1 match, beginning with the winner between Midwestern State and Dallas Baptist. Here is the full bracket. Angelo State, Texas A&M Kingsville, Arkansas Fort Smith, and UT Tyler are your 1 seeds. They have a first-round bye. The tournament begins on Tuesday night when Midwestern faces Dallas Baptist here in San Angelo. Texas A&M Commerce and Oklahoma Christian will meet in Kingsville. St. Edwards and UT Permian Basin will meet in Arkansas, and West Texas A&M and Texas A&M International will meet in Tyler. The next round is the very next day on Wednesday. The Bells will take on the winner of Midwestern State and Dallas Baptist at 6 o'clock at the Janelle Center. Stick around, because coming up next on Season Pass, we're going to take a look at not madness on the ball field, but March Madness on the basketball court. What a day it's been, and we'll have an update on my bracket as well. Season Pass, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Victor Schulze of North Bentwood Veterinary Hospital and Boarding. We are a family-run business located in the Bentwood area. We are always happy to give a tour of our facility. You can reach us on our Facebook page or give us a call.
It's time. It's time for you to focus on your dreams. Our world is changing every day, but our commitment to you doesn't. Things that matter to you matter to us. Things like high academic standards, low tuition rate, transferable coursework, and flexible learning options. Howard College is committed to our students, regardless of where they are learning. Are you ready? We're ready for you.
Baseball, golf ball, grape, or pea size. They all mean one thing at Jim Bass. A hail sale. Jim Bass and Mother Nature have come together again to offer huge savings on cars and trucks. Now is the perfect time to get that brand new vehicle you've been looking for. Because of a little hail, you can save thousands. Don't miss our 2021 hail sale going on now. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Hurry in for the 3-day anniversary sale event this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Ashley Home Store. Get up to 40% off or 60-month special financing plus free delivery for only 3 days. Get a bedroom set for only $768, was $1499.99. Dining set for just $328, was $629.99. Or get a king for the price of a queen with a free box spring on select Ashley Sleep, Groove, and Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. And choose your free gift with your next in-store purchase. Only at Ashley Home Store.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places.
Welcome back to Season Pass. I'm Matt Locke, filling in for Ryan Reynolds. I showed you my bracket earlier this week, and as your defending Concho Valley bracket champion, I figured I had to share. Now that the first round is over, Sweet 16 tickets are being punched. Let's have a look at how my bracket is doing right now. Starting with my Sweet 16 in the West region. Well, so far, one of them is out. Virginia losing to Creighton. However, Gonzaga, Kansas, and Iowa still in. They all play tomorrow. So taking a look at my Sweet 16 in the West. Again, one team is out. Texas Longhorns getting shocked by Abilene Christian after I decided to talk a bunch of smack on Twitter. But Michigan, Florida State, and Maryland, as of right now, are still in it. So taking a look at my next region. Maybe. There it is. In the South. Baylor moving on. Punch their ticket to the Sweet 16. Villanova in action right now. But Texas Tech and Florida, they're both out. So I've only got half the Sweet 16 in the South region left. Luckily, I didn't have either one, or I had Texas Tech in the Elite Eight. In the Midwest, Illinois still not in it. They got upset. Oklahoma State, they are currently in action. But Syracuse and Houston, I got both of those right, even though I'm not a Syracuse fan. I had Houston moving on to the Elite Eight. So there's my Sweet 16 picks. My Elite Eight in the West, I'm still looking okay. Gonzaga and Iowa making it through. Still alive there. Hopefully, those two teams don't let me down. Moving on, I had Texas in the Elite Eight. Sadly, Maryland will be taking on UCLA, or Abilene Christian, the winner of the Abilene Christian UCLA. I'm taking a look at my bracket right now, trying to go through all this. Florida State's still in it. I have Florida State in my Final Four, so hopefully they can stay in it here. Moving on to the South region now. Baylor still in it. They punched their ticket to the Sweet 16. However, Texas Tech, that loss to Arkansas, that was probably my biggest loss here so far. Texas Tech falling, and they are now out. And then the other region in the Midwest, Illinois, out. I had Illinois as a Final Four team. That was a really bad one for me. But Houston, moving on, they punched their ticket into the Sweet 16. They're still alive to potentially go to the Elite Eight. So, my Final Four picks. Iowa, still in it. Florida State, still in it. And Baylor, still in it. Illinois is the only one I have wrong, so 3 for 4 through the first 2.5 rounds. I'll take it. How's my national championship matchup doing? Iowa and Baylor, I'll take it. Both still alive. I still have a chance. Last year I had the national championship game right and the national champion. I'm still on pace to do that. I'm sure some of you have better brackets than I do. I would love to hear about it. Tweet at me, send me a message on Facebook. Let me know how your bracket is doing. So my bracket, not officially doing great, but it's not terrible. These next two games certainly didn't help me, and I don't think they helped a lot of people. 4-seed Purdue and 13-seed North Texas. Second half, Trevion Williams making the 2-point tip shot to tie the game at 61. North Texas has a chance for a buzzer beater, but James Reese misses the jumper. So we go to overtime. Thomas Bell making a 3-point jumper assisted by Javion Hamilton. 64-61. And then Hamlet providing the dagger. North Texas gets their first ever March Madness win, 78-69 over 4-seed Purdue. Another first-round game. 14 Abilene Christian, 3 Texas. Andrew Jones hits the three-pointer, make it 52-51 Texas with 16 seconds left. Damian Daniels misses the layup, but Joe Pleasant gets the rebound and is fouled by Coleman with 2 seconds left. He hits both free throws in the clutch. The Hail Mary by Texas is intercepted, and Abilene Christian shocks the Longhorns 53-52 for their first NCAA March Madness win. What a day. Coming up next on Season Pass, we'll go through our top 5 plays of the week and our KLST Player of the Week. Season Pass will be right back.
At Trend Furniture, we want to say thank you to all the city officials, city employees, and all the first responders that got us through our winter storm. And right now, we're offering an additional 10% off our sale prices for cash or 24 months no interest. It's your choice. Trend Furniture across from Sunset Mall, 4002 Wellington.
Experience, service, and satisfaction. Diersky and Diersky Realtors can answer any real estate questions you may have. Whether it's buying or selling property, Diersky and Diersky has the answers. Contact us directly or go to the Concho Valley homepage and click on our Experts tab.
Baseball, golf ball, grape, or pea size. They all mean one thing at Jim Bass. A hail sale. Jim Bass and Mother Nature have come together again to offer huge savings on cars and trucks. Now is the perfect time to get that brand new vehicle you've been looking for. Because of a little hail, you can save thousands. Don't miss our 2021 hail sale going on now. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Our KLST Player of the Week goes to Angelo State catcher Nick Saginowicz, who went 4 for 9 at the plate for the Rams in 3 games this series against the Dust Devils. He was walked 3 times in Game 1, bounced back to hit 3 home runs in 2 games, one of them a walk-off to reach the run rule in Game 2. Drove in 8 RBIs, scored 5 runs himself. Nick Saginowicz, your KLST Player of the Week. And we'll go through our top 5 plays of the week, beginning with the Bells' Keely Garcia. You saw this one. She doubles to right, scores 2. Those 2 RBIs are 2 of 12 in 10 innings for Keely Garcia alone. Bells get 2 run rule wins. To baseball, Nick Saginowicz, you just saw this one. 2-run home run over the Bug Express sign in left. But the very next batter, Aaron Walters. He goes back-to-back with an oppo into the Rams bullpen. Rams get the 3-game series sweep. To number 3, Bell Soccer. The overtime winner against St. Mary's. Avery Mathamy charges into the box, sends in a cross that finds a sliding Cindy Rodriguez to slot home the winning goal. Bells win 2-1 in overtime on Travis McCorkle's birthday. Back to baseball. Same inning as the back-to-back bombs. Elvire at the deli. Now serving number 18. All have a grand salami. Elvire with a grand slam, 1 of 5 home runs. They win 20-8. And the number 1 play of the week. Back to the soccer pitch. Lakeview goalie Josh Torres sends the ball 100 yards off a goal kick, bouncing over the Estacado keeper. That's a 100-yard goal. And that is how we will end Season Pass this week. You can check out the episode on the website, ConchoValleyHomepage.com. Have a good week.
Closed captioning for the hearing impaired is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyos.